Ever noticed that despite burning the midnight oil and sacrificing your weekends, your results still don't match your true potential? What if I told you that there's a hidden approach, a secret method that completely shatters everything you've been told about studying? Today, I'm revealing a strategy so powerful, it might even seem controversial at first glance. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and by the end of this video, you'll hold the key to transforming your study sessions from a frustrating grind into an electrifying journey toward academic mastery. If you're anything like me, you've wrestled with the endless pressure of exams, deadlines, and that nagging doubt, wondering if you're ever really cut out for success. Today isn't about the recycled study hacks you find online. Instead, I'm diving deep into a proven method that reshaped my entire approach to learning. Imagine this. Studying becomes less about sheer volume and more about smart, targeted action. I promise that what you're about to learn isn't just theory. It's a transformative system that can liberate you from burnout and put you on the fast track to real understanding. Not long ago, I was trapped in a cycle of long nights, endless note-taking, and persistent frustration. I'd pour hours into textbooks only to have the information slip away by the next day. Every test felt like a battle I was destined to lose. I started questioning. Was I not smart enough? Was there something fundamentally flawed with the way I was trying to learn? I know you felt that sting of disappointment. The crushing moment after a test, when it seems like nothing you do is enough. I was there too. Then, unexpectedly, I met someone, a mentor who challenged every assumption I had about studying. This encounter set me on a journey that completely upended my old ways and introduced me to a method that respects both your time and your brain. And today, I'm excited to share that breakthrough with you. Everything changed on a particularly rough evening when I'd just received a test score that felt like a personal failure. Instead of succumbing to despair, I decided to flip the script. I began researching what really makes us learn and what most traditional methods completely ignore. I discovered that effective studying isn't about the endless hours you clock in. It's about syncing your habits with how your brain naturally works. I unearthed a secret formula, a blend of mindset, technique, and environment that turned my chaotic study routine into a streamlined, productive process. Imagine if the secret wasn't a high-tech gadget or a rigid system, but a simple, powerful shift in perspective. It's about learning smart, not just hard. And yes, it might sound polarizing because it challenges everything you've been told about hard work and endless study hours. Let's break this secret down into 3 core elements that you can start using right away. Mindset mastery. Forget the idea that more hours equal better results. The truth is, it's not about how long you study, but how deeply you engage during that time. I shifted from thinking, I must study for 10 hours to succeed, to I can learn effectively in a concentrated 2-hour session. This mindset change radically boosted my retention and saved me from burnout. Active learning techniques. Instead of passively reading pages and highlighting text, I embraced active recall and spaced repetition. I test myself by quizzing, explaining concepts out loud, or even teaching them to an imaginary friend. This method turned every study session into an interactive adventure where each quiz was a step toward mastering the material. Environmental optimization. Your surroundings are critical. It isn't just about finding a quiet spot. It's about creating an environment that energizes you. I rearranged my study area, added inspirational touches, and even experimented with background sounds that sharpened my focus. A simple change in your physical space can spark a profound change in your mental clarity. Now, you might be wondering, how do I weave these elements into a cohesive system that works for me? That's where the magic happens. when theory meets real-life application. Imagine a girl named Mia. Mia is smart, yet every day she battles procrastination and self-doubt. Her study space is a jumble of chaos, mirroring the turmoil inside her mind. After a particularly disheartening exam, Mia reaches a breaking point. Determined to break free from her endless cycle of frustration, she decides to try something radically different. In that pivotal moment, Mia seizes control. She transforms her passive study habits into an active, engaging process. With each focused session, her confidence grows, and the once insurmountable material begins to click. Mia's story isn't about inherent talent. It's about the power of a smarter approach to learning. And this isn't just Mia's breakthrough. It's a path you can choose as well. What Mia experienced is the turning point that can redefine your entire academic journey. You, too, have the power to step away from frustration and embrace a system that actually works. Let's get a little scientific for a moment. Research in cognitive psychology and neuroscience confirms that our brains are wired for patterns, active engagement, and repetition. When you actively recall information instead of just rereading it, you strengthen neural connections. Spaced repetition allows your brain the time it needs to consolidate information effectively. This isn't just abstract theory. It's proven science that explains why these techniques work so well. Here's a practical tip for your next study session. Choose one or two key concepts to master. Before reviewing your notes, close your book and try writing down everything you remember. Then, compare your notes to the material. Over time, you'll notice that your brain is no longer just absorbing information passively. It's actively working to retrieve and solidify your understanding. I know what you might be thinking. Aren't these just trendy study hacks? But let me be clear. This isn't about following a cookie-cutter method. It's about understanding your unique learning style and adapting these techniques to suit you. That's where the controversy lies. While many insist on long, grueling study marathons, I'm here to tell you that quality always trumps quantity. It's time to rethink everything you thought you knew about studying. Here's the twist. Everything we've been told about hard work and studying might be holding you back. What if I told you that relentless hours of cramming can actually undermine your ability to learn? It's a harsh truth that challenges the traditional grind mentality. The real secret lies in balancing intensity with smart, deliberate breaks, and an understanding that sometimes less is more. Think about it. Every time you force yourself to slog through endless material, you risk mental fatigue and diminishing returns. In contrast, by embracing focused bursts of active learning and allowing your brain time to rest and consolidate, you're not only enhancing your retention, you're also protecting your well-being. This approach isn't just unconventional. It's a radical departure from the status quo that will force you to reconsider your entire study strategy. It's a polarizing idea, I know. But if you're truly committed to mastering your subjects without sacrificing your sanity, then it's time to break free from outdated methods and start studying the smart way. Now that you've seen how a simple shift in mindset, active learning, and an optimized environment can revolutionize your study routine, it's your turn to put these ideas into action. I challenge you to try out one of these techniques in your next study session. Experiment with your space, switch up your methods, and watch as your productivity transforms. If you found this video helpful, even if it challenged everything you thought you knew, please hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like and share it with anyone who might need that spark of inspiration. Remember, you deserve a study method that works for you, one that respects your mind and energizes your learning. I'm rooting for you every step of the way. Until next time, take care, stay curious, and never settle for the status quo.